Hello and welcome to this moving practice. So this is part 2 of my 2-part series, Easy Come, Easy Go. So this one and the meditation practice, which I recommend you jumping on and doing maybe before or after this practice, is all about supporting any changes that you might be going through. So maybe a relationship, a journey that you've been on, a phase in your life that's closing off or beginning. These practices are meant for you to feel both the emotions of it and also the feelings that your body is storing and move through them with kindness and acceptance. If you are looking for a more deeper practice today, I recommend pausing the video and just sitting with your breath for a few moments before we begin. But otherwise, we'll just start with 3 deep breaths to help ground our body into the space. So nothing crazy, just inhaling through the nose. And maybe you release it out through the mouth. 2 more just like that, a deep breath in. Release through the nose or the mouth. And our last one, inhale. Maybe pausing and holding at the top, just retaining the breath for a moment before a long exhale. Okay, we've dropped in. Now from here, we take our right hand down towards the mat. Inhale, lift up and over with the left. Feel a opening, a spiraling up with the left shoulder. So we open through the chest. Feel a grounding and a heaviness through the lower body. So we're not lifting up and away, but instead we're finding a nice even balance between rooting and rising. Take a deep breath here. Maybe the gaze lifts. And on your exhale breath, let's sweep the floor in front of us. Left hand lands behind us or beside us. Inhale, lift up, open through that top shoulder. Maybe the gaze lifts. Good. Now the opportunity here is to flow with your breath. Notice how already we've become really steady and grounded through the lower body. And our upper body is really flowy, fluid. Maybe a little bit of creativity with the arms. You also might like to stop and hold on one side and just feel this stretch. Otherwise, breathing here for about 3 more breaths. Checking in with the feelings, the sensations that your body is calling to you right now as we move. Maybe some resistance to moving. Maybe some resistance to finding flow. 1 more breath, just evening up your sides. Checking in, feeling it out. 1 more deep breath in. And out, come back. Nice. All right, let's move through a tabletop position. So in our tabletop, hands are directly under shoulders, knees under hips. Just gonna fix my hair. And from here, we move through some cat-cows, dropping the belly on an inhale breath, exhaling to round through the spine, chin to chest. Stick here, or if you're open to a little bit of flow, fluidity, move through the spine, find some space here, move with your breath. Now, here comes a test. Once we've finished moving here, walk the hands just slightly out in front of you, tuck the toes, and then step 1 foot back at a time. So we find our plank pose. Draw up through the belly button. Your heels are drawing back towards the back of your mat. Dome through the upper back body. Claw the hands really strong here. Knees can come down if you need. And you might be like, why are we holding a plank? This is supposed to be a flowy, graceful class. But our purpose here is to build strength, show ourselves that we have a center and a strength to come back to in moments of challenge. I'm shaking. Let's take 1 more breath in. Lower the knees on your exhale. Ooh, knees go wide. Big toes touch, sink it back. Child's pose. 1 breath. Let the breath go. Sink in on your exhale. Beautiful. Let's roll up. Find a nice downward facing dog. Press up, lift the hips high. Pedal the feet out, not here for too long, but lift high from the hips. Gazes to the back. On your next inhale, let's step the right foot forward. Good. Drop the back heel down on a 45. Let's sweep it up. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two arms. So if you're familiar with your practice, this might be a common place where you know where you are. If we're not familiar with practice, if you feel off balance, walk the feet a little bit wider. Check in. Everything is supposed to face the side of our mat. And then we turn the head to face the front. One breath here, in. Ground in your exhale. Flip the front palm with a little bit of flow here. Inhale, sweep it forward, up and back. Reverse your warrior. Stay low through the front leg. Reach up and over with the top hand. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Cartwheel the arms down, pivot on the back toes. Left hand lands. Right hand reaches up and over. Easy twist. Deep breath in. And exhale, hand circles back down. Step it back to your downward dog. Beautiful. Option here, float through your regular plank hold there. Or we practice rippling the body forward to your plank. And the knees, ripple it back. Downward dog. A few breaths, wherever you're choosing to be. If you're asking for a little bit more groundedness today, find your plank. If you need a bit of flow, we move here. Feel your breath as you move. One more time. And then as we meet in downward dog, step the left foot through. Good. Taking it to the other side, drop the heel on a 45. We inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Pause here, deep breath in. Ground down, bend through the front leg on your exhale. Flip the front palm. You know what to do here, so add a little bit of flow. Inhale, sweep it up and back, reverse. Deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel everything down, pivot on the back toes. Right hand lands. Left hand reaches up and over. Inhale. Exhale, let it land. Now let's step the back foot to the front. Walk your feet out a little bit wider. Your toes might spill off the mat. We lower down here, Malasana, yogi squat. Support yourself with a pillow or a block, or maybe come onto the heels. That's all good. Lifting up, supporting with the hands. Elbows press into the knees. Let's pause for a few deep breaths. In, out. Stay here. Feel the rush of energy flow. Feel the strength and the groundedness of your feet. Steady. Upper body is open and proud. And then when you're ready, hands come behind you. Sit down. Have a little shake of the legs. Find an inhale breath. Grow tall through the spine. And on your exhale breath, just fold it over. Head comes between the knees. If you want a stretch through the back of the legs, maybe straightening out the legs, but otherwise it's nice just to rest here. Really gentle forward fold. Roll it up. Engage from your center. And then start to make your way down onto your back. It doesn't take much to get us sweating. If anyone is joining me from a hot climate like Sri Lanka, sweating already just with a little bit of movement. And we're just going to shake the arms, match with your breath. Maybe the legs come in here too. Shake it out for a few breaths and then let everything rest. This is where I will leave you. You might repeat this video a few times, or maybe just now lay here enjoying your breath, feeling that rhythm, feeling that prana, chi or energy float through the body. And if you ever feel stressed or overwhelmed with the emotions of whatever transition or change you're going through, bring yourself back to this. Bring yourself back to the physical body, ground yourself, whilst also finding that little bit of flow. Beautiful. You might like to stay here, or hands come together, thumbs to the third eye. Trust in your journey. Trust in yourself. Thanks for joining. Namaste.